Hey Taurus, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's take a look into your late October reading and see what comes out. Late October, Taurus. What's going on here? Taurus, in late October for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placement. Let's see, Taurus. What is your overall energy? Ooh, nice. We have the Princess of Cups here. This is you being optimistic about something. I feel like you are keeping a sense of hope when it comes to a certain situation. I feel like you have the Fool here now, but I feel like you are wanting to bring a level of love and you're wanting to infuse the situation with love. This is what I'm seeing here with the Princess of Cups. You're wanting to be giving of yourself. You are Taurus. You are wanting to provide that sense of comfort and that sense of reassurance in a way, in some sort of way, sense of reassurance, comfort. You're wanting to let someone know that you do care for them. You do have love for them. That's what I'm getting here. The Fool is here. The Ten of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the World, and the Ten of Cups here with the Princess of Swords at the bottom. So yeah, Taurus. I'm an Aries sun, but I have Jupiter and Venus in my Taurus placement. So it's like I know the feeling of, now I'm a very big homebody. You know, Taurus is in my 4th and 5th house as well. So I'm a big homebody. I do love to eat good food. And I like to really feel at home, I guess you could say. I like that sense of comfort and, you know, just being giving like that, having that type of nature like towards my son. I don't always talk about it, but I like to kind of be able to brag a little bit about how my son is a little bit of a mama's boy, because you know, that's just the kind of mom I am. I've always liked to you know, I've always liked to make sure that he is taken care of. I love to spoil him. And with relationships, you know, I haven't had a partner since his dad, which was 8+ years ago. That's also saying that I've been celibate for 8+ years. I didn't plan on being celibate for that long. It just kind of happened. But yeah, when I have a partner, I am very I tend to overextend, I guess you could say. But enough of me, Taurus. I'm trying to say here that I understand with this energy here with the Princess of Cups, this is you wanting to be giving of yourself, be giving of your attention, your affection, your energy. You're wanting to give love to another. And if this is not a person, this could certainly be, you know, you wanting to like commit to a passion project. This could be you wanting to really dive into something that you feel very strongly about. Something that is, that could be a hobby. I don't know. Taurus. Let's keep going here. Anyways, this is you. Your overall energy is you're wanting to be giving of yourself, of your energy. You're wanting to pour into something. The Fool in the recent past is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the Hermit. Okay. So I feel like in the recent past you took some time before you kind of jumped, I want to say head first into something here because of, excuse me, the unknown aspects. We've got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. And then the Two of Pentacles behind that, and then the Tower behind that. It's like you wanted to make sure that you had all the facts, that you understood what you were getting yourself into before you jumped into something. That's what I mean with the Hermit, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands here, clarifying the Fool with the clarifying the Fool in the recent past. Now, don't get me wrong, I have gone on a dinner date. It was like almost 2 years ago with someone that I ran into from back in high school, but you know, things like that I guess are meant to stay in the past like that. We were just friends back then, and I feel like you know, it was just nice to kind of catch up and eat some food, but that's as far as things went. It's kind of good things ended right there anyways, but we have the Emperor flipping out with the Fool and the Empress. Wow. And these three right here, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, these three right here are clarifying the Lovers. So with the Emperor and the Empress, with the Fool in the middle, in between these two, clarifying the Lovers, which is already, you know, the marriage of the feminine and masculine aspects of ourselves on an individual level. But with the Empress and the Emperor here, clarifying them, it's like this is involving matters of the heart. This is involving a connection that you this is a connection that you share with someone else, that you are actually you know, sharing a frequency with someone that you actually someone that someone that that I can't tell, their energy matches yours. You two are, in simple terms, a vibrational match. You two feel each other on an energetic level. Let's just put it that way. You guys are connected. And so this is telling me that you, because you may have possibly found someone that you connect with on a very profound level here, you wanted to make sure that everything was right. You wanted to make sure that everything would go right in this connection. With the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom of the deck, you may feel as though this person and you were destined to come in contact with one another. And I feel like in the past, you know, with the Hermit here, the Moon and the Ace of Wands clarifying the Fool, it's like you're wanting to also understand what this connection meant, why you two connected in this lifetime. Two of Cups is right here. You two may have shared lifetimes, past lifetimes with one another, I feel. Why the Ace of Pentacles here for the recent past? The Tower, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So I said that you two may have shared past lifetimes with one another. And we have the Death card at the very bottom. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Tower clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, this may be I'm so sorry, I just kicked something. This may be indicative of you, both of you, needing to break some sort of tie or some sort of karmic pattern that has replayed throughout, you know, previous lifetimes. If you are a believer in reincarnation and all that, and karmic soul ties, you and this person were meant to be here and to connect with one another, so that both of you could essentially reveal to one another what it was that you were needing to transform within your own selves, so that you could heal emotionally. I've got the Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups and the Star here on the bottom of the deck. You two were supposed to do things differently this time around. That's what I'm getting. And if you were in fact to be able to achieve this and actually create sustained harmony and balance with one another in this lifetime, you two could experience a love that surpasses the 3D tangible realm that we all are very much privy to. And I think both of you are experiencing each other in you know, the 5D realm, in the ethereal realm, but I don't think that you two are actually utilizing the the gifts and the powers behind this this advantage, I guess, that you two share together. That makes sense. Nine of Cups here, Justice, and the Four of Cups for the current energies here. These three, Four of Cups, Justice, and Nine of Cups, are clarifying the Ten of Swords. Well, we've got the Star and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. But currently, Taurus, I feel like you have what you have learned so far from this connection, I feel like is really about, it's all about balancing your emotions within yourself. I feel like you are doing that. You're going through challenges, I think, currently when it comes to how you navigate your emotions. But ultimately, I feel like for the most part, you know, it's the Ten of Swords here. You're nearing the end of, you know, this lesson. Okay, Taurus. So, like lately, my camera has been cutting off in the middle of readings. Sometimes I will like edit and cut things out, but half the time it's not me trying to do this. I really apologize. It's been a pretty decent reading so far, so I'm sorry that it has cut out. But what I was saying before this has cut out was that in the current we have the Ten of Swords. You are nearing the end of a difficult lesson that you are learning about yourself through this connection that you have with whoever it is that's on the other end. And this lesson is really all about you regulating and balancing out your emotions. It has not been easy. It's been difficult, but you're mastering your emotions, and through this process you're also coming to the realization that you can be content and really appreciate where things are at in life for you at this point in time on an emotional level. I feel like even though we are currently in this Ten of Swords energy, you've reached a level of self-awareness that is helping you understand that you're okay. You're okay if, you know, if someone else is not bringing you emotional fulfillment, because you've got it within your own self here with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups as well here on the other side of the Justice card. Justice card is in between the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a positive card in this deck. You are appreciating what is present and understanding that things are okay and things are only going to get better from here on out. We are at the Ten of Swords. It can't, you're exiting out this difficult you know, I keep wanting to say portion. You're in the midst of exiting out the most difficult portion of this lesson, let's just say. And even though it's been painful, you've learned a lot about yourself. And you know, this is on an individual level. This has really nothing to do with the person that you share this strong connection with. But because I feel like because of the emotional bond that you share with this person, it's not really, it's not even just an emotional bond. This is an energetic connection that you share with someone. And so this this really is something that is going to, it's certainly going to challenge you emotionally. Let's just put it that way. It's going to really, with the devil here, it's going to, it's going to be challenging, because at times you're going to feel like, you know, reverting back into old behavioral patterns. But I think you're way past that at this point. I feel like you're just at a point of self-awareness that isn't going to really allow you to degrade, or, you know, to devolve into, you know, negative patterns that you used to exhibit. Let's just say that. Unless you like actually actively go out of your way to do so. I don't see you really doing that. Knight of Cups, King of Swords, and the King of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is in your current clarifying D7 of Wands. So, despite what I have said, what you are going through at this point in time, Taurus, you know, you are, so you're in this energy of really trying to carefully navigate your emotions. And so honestly, this is really just reflective of what I was just explaining. The King of Cups and King of Swords, these two are, they're not emotionally expressive. King of Cups does have a well, you know, an ocean of emotions. He possesses emotional depth and maturity and just, you know, groundedness. Once the King of Cups does open up, he is very loving, but he's not like the Queen of Cups, where he is just freely open to giving, you know, his heart and his emotions. The King of Swords is definitely not emotional. He's very cold, very detached. He has a detached demeanor. It's not to say he's not careless. He's not. He can be cold and emotionless, but he just does not. He's not very in touch with his emotions. Knight of Cups is right next to these two. I feel like because of what you're going through right now, Taurus, the process that you are processing within your own self, because of that, that is why you are embodying this Seven of Wands energy, where you are not so revealing with your true emotions. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like you do have Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Princess of Swords behind that, and the Princess of Cups as your overall energy. And then we do have the Knight of Cups for the future with the Ten of Cups. I feel like deep down you do have a lot that you want to express, a lot that you want to share, but right now you're just trying to be strong for yourself. I feel like right now you're trying to do the right thing and go through this lesson through the steps that um, that you need to go through. Um, you know, once you are um, completely aware how to um, of how to express your emotional needs completely. And I'm not saying that you don't know how to do this right now, but I'm saying that once you have, I guess, in a way, um, have learned how to process negative emotions and how to um, deal with challenging scenarios where you feel as though you are being tried and tested emotionally, even if this is not intentional from anybody else externally from you. You know, once you have mastered all this, I feel like you will be more comfortable with being giving of your emotions and being giving of your love once again. Um, I think somewhere down the line in the past, you may have been deeply wounded by how things may have played out in a previous situation or situations, to the point where you were essentially forced to look at um, how you can better navigate through your emotions while balancing them out for your own well-being, so that you know you could balance um, this Nine of Cups energy with the Four of Cups, being, you know, being satisfied and appreciative of external emotional fulfillment um, in a healthy way. I hope all this makes sense. We've got Temperance here at the bottom. This is you really taking all of this into consideration and making the most out of it, making the most out of this opportunity in healing within your own self, so that you could also heal this connection. If this is a connection that has seen lifetimes, past lifetimes, where things just couldn't ever be right between you and this other person, um, you know, you could ultimately heal this connection once you've healed this aspect of yourself. Yeah. So the Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords now, Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. This is talking about past life connections and wanting to reconcile and make things better, so that you know the future memories that you share with this person actually, excuse me, are actually positive and have a positive impact around those around you. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, clarifying the universe, which is the World card for the current. The Three of Cups also wanted to pop out here. I also feel, when it comes to this connection, I feel like there are some things that have put you in this Queen of Swords energy here, where you are being more discernful. You are being more cautious when it comes to being sharing of yourself, being giving of yourself emotionally. It's I feel like you feel deep down, I feel as if you are feeling like in due time, when things get better, when you can actually witness progress being made on your person's end, when you see progress being made on their end, that is when you feel as though this connection can presume towards union with one another, because I feel like ultimately that's what you want, and you want union with them in a healthy manner. You want it to be one that is full of love and reciprocity. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's see. Goodness. For the near future, Taurus, we have the Knight of Cups. Why? Okay. So we have the Lovers here, and what else? Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. Oh wow, we've got the Chariot, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles behind that. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles and the King and Queen of Swords here. You are going to have the choice to either really stay in a more reserved energy, or to be more giving and to actually invest into this connection here that you share with someone in the future. And so I don't know, when I'm looking at these cards and I see the Chariot and I see the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is in turn in place of the King of Cups in the Thoth deck. I do see some sort of offer being made. I do see either you know what, it could actually be both of you agreeing to come forth and actually pour into this connection. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They both invest pretty solidly, pretty that's what I want to say, pretty solidly. They invest. They are serious with their investments. They do not invest for a night. They are investing for the long haul, lifetime. So I do see in the future, yeah, we've got the Hierophant here, also flipping out. This is your energy, Taurian energy. This is commitment. I see both of you investing in this commitment. We have the Emperor and the Empress here as well. That's what I see. I see you two getting serious about this commitment, deciding that you two are actually wanting to hold on to this commitment and actually make something out of this connection here because of the significance of it. Why the Two of Wands in the future? Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So this is telling me that the more you wait, the more you actually focus on what isn't there, that's going to cause a rift in the trajectory here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck here. There's going to cause a rift in the healing it's this is really just talking about making sure that you do make a choice. That you do make a choice to either move forward or move away from the connection itself. But you know, continue on your healing. You're almost done healing this this particular wound that you've been working on. This is going to be very important. Nine of Wands here. This also is teaching you on how to be more accountable for your own actions. I feel like you have already gone through this. I feel like you have realized the role that you had you know, took on when it came to you know, the conflict. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups with Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, and this is clarifying the Ten of Cups for the future. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. This is you moving towards. If, so this can work either way. If you decide to, you know, obviously if you decide to fixate on what was a loss in the past, you are going to naturally just move away from actually being able to cultivate this emotionally fulfilling bond with the other person here. If you decide to, you know, take that serious, decisive action towards investing into this, and yeah, like I said, decisive action here with the King of Wands, moving forward and boldly towards what it is that both of you are desiring, you two would be walking towards strengthening this emotional bond that you share with one another, and ultimately healing this connection that you two share, you know, from long ago. So yeah, Taurus, that was a great portion. 24 minutes just for this. Okay. Alright, Taurus. Let's look into some... Okay, why did I do that? Let's look into some love messages. What does Taurus's person want to share with Taurus? What is Taurus's person's energy towards Taurus? The Emperor here, okay. The Knight of Swords, the Empress, wow. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We have, so this is clear. So this is clear and cut to me. The Empress and the Emperor are both looking away from each other right now. The Knight of Swords is in between these two. I feel as though your person here understands there's a lack of seeing eye to eye, for one thing, and you two are not actually communicating the way that you two know and understand that you both are capable of actually communicating with one another. I feel like both of you understand each other on a level where you two do not need to actually verbally communicate with one another, and that is not that's not helping the connection. I feel as though your person is aware of that, and they want you to know that they're wanting to get on the same page with you so that both of you can really understand each other and eliminate any type of room for misunderstandings, misperceptions, and miscommunication. The Lovers here, I feel like both of you really both of you feel this connection on a very deep level here. Now, you two may not have been actually married in the past, but this card is, you know, the card of, you know, the marriage of the masculine and the feminine, and the interwovenness between those two energies here. You two embody these energies, and I feel like at this point in time, if you two were to actually you know, utilize the gifts behind this connection that you two share, you two would truly be, you two would have some revelations revealed to you. I know that sounds kind of corny, but that's what I'm getting. Like, you two could really really reveal some hidden truths about something. I don't know. I don't know what this connection is capable of. I feel like it is up to you to really dive into that. So, Taurus, this was a long reading. My hair looks so frizzy. And I think I am just ready for bed. So, have a good evening, Taurus.